Hello and welcome back to a new watercolour video. Today I'm going to be using Caran Neocolor II and I'm going to have a little play around with them in the sketchbook. So I just actually got this gorgeous large set for Christmas and it's just absolutely beautiful. Cannot get it open. This has literally got to be one of the most aesthetically pleasing sets of art supplies out there, because how divine are they? Just absolutely love them. Okay, so I haven't actually used them yet, so I'm wanting to have a play around with them. I mean, I've used Neocolor II, I haven't used this particular set. So I'm wondering, because there's a swatch chart here, I'm wondering if that will actually fit inside the tin. Yeah, I think it will. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to just quickly swatch them all out. That's interesting. Across here we've got what year all their art supplies came out. So for Neocolor II 1975, so that's basically, I was born at the end of 74, so they're basically the same age as me. So I'm quite pleased that the colour names are already on the swatches, so I don't need to write those out. I'm not sure if I'm going to wet these though. I might just leave them like this. I'm not sure what to do. So I'm going to start with a few little exercises. Yeah, I'm going to start with a few little warm-up exercises. So if you want to follow along, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. I want some nice kind of light pastel colours. So I'm going to do some jade green, and I'll go with the cobalt blue, the salmon, and I think the pink. And I'm just going to start drawing some kind of rolling hills, but just kind of abstract. And I'm going to just keep changing the colours, but I'm also going to leave a white gap in between them. I'll go with the green. So it's not exactly rolling hills, it's kind of morphed into just something kind of abstract. Listen to me like I know what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to use a water brush and just activate it. Putting quite a lot of water on because I want it to be kind of quite pastel-y and I don't want it to be streaky. So that was just kind of a really simple little fun exercise just to get warmed up with the Neocolors. And I added some metallic green lines to the outside, which was a little bit tricky because I couldn't get it straight. Anyways, I think it looks quite cute and it was fun to do. So I think I'll just freehand another kind of landscape scene. I'm just going to try and make it a little bit multicolored. So I'll do the base layer first of all, make some multicolored kind of pastel fields and hills and some trees. Just keep it simple and fun. And I'm just going to freehand this. I'm really wanting to get into intuitive kind of stuff because everything I do is just too controlled and I'm not really learning anything. I think I'll learn more if I just try and freehand stuff and just see what happens on the page. Hello. Hello, me buddy. Where's he gone? Hello. Hey, hey, hey. Just babysitting for my sister's dogs. I love the edges where they're kind of joined together. I think it looks really nice when those edges just blend into each other. Okay, so another simple, easy, enjoyable little picture. So this is what I need to kind of work out about the edges mixing into each other. So, because I made quite a bit of a mess here, but it's just learning how to use the medium. So I just need more practice. So now I'm going to do another one. I'll add a little house this time. So I'm just starting off by mapping out where I want everything. So I am looking at a reference image for this. So I'm trying to copy just the outlines of where everything is. So we've got like a blossom tree here, house, pathway, another blossom tree here. So I've done a very, very light layer of everything just as a base coat. I'm going to activate that and then add more layers over the top. I must say these brushes seem to be a lot better than just like a normal paintbrush, and I've never really liked water brushes, but I think they definitely work really well with these Neocolor II. And now I'm going to paint in some kind of really faint, distant hills. Okay, so I've just put a little bit of a variety of colour in those background hills. Obviously it looks a complete mess right now, but this is just the base layer, and hopefully when I've drawn over the top of it, it'll turn out nice. So I'm just going to let that dry and then start the top layers. Right, so I'm going to start with the sky. I think I'll start from the top and work my way down just so that my hand doesn't smudge. So I've got sky blue, periwinkle and light blue, and I'm just going to use a combination of these to give a little bit of variety in the sky. So I'll start with a little bit of periwinkle. I'm going to add a little bit of colour to the bottom of the clouds. So I've got a little bit of purple, maybe a little bit of pink. And then I'm just going to go around all the different fields on the different trees and add a little bit of shading on them all to give them some definition. I made a bit of a breakthrough here with pathways. I kind of realised that it's not the path that you need to draw, it's the verges around the path that you need to draw, and the pennies just dropped with me, because in the past I've tried to draw paths and can't get it right somehow, but this time I was just drawing the edges and it looks really effective. It looks like a path. I thought, oh, that's what I need to do. You just need to draw the grass verges around it to make it look more realistic, and then maybe just add a little bit of texture on the path. So now I'm adding some more detail to the house. So I'm just trying to make some dark edges to make that roof stand out, and a little bit of shading on one side of the house. I want the light to be kind of shining on the front right side, which is why I'm making that side a lot brighter. And then I'm just going to add some little details as well. I'm just building up the shading here. Still not quite sure how to use the Neocolor II, but I'm just winging my way through it. And then I'm adding some details, some finer details over the top. And then I'm going to use some white gel pen just to add those window frames in when all that's dried. So I've been having a bit of a struggle doing artwork lately. I've got into one of those lulls and I'm finding it hard to get back into uploading videos regular. I'm just not feeling it at the moment. So what I'm going to try and do is just do a video every Sunday, and I'm kind of in a colouring book mood as well lately, so I've been doing a lot more colouring. I've uploaded a few videos on my colouring channel. If you're interested in adult colouring books, yeah, there's a few videos on there. I'll link the channel below if you want to go and have a look. What I'm going to try and do going forward is a colouring video every Wednesday on my colouring channel, and then a watercolour video every Sunday on this channel. So that's what I'm going to try and do, because that isn't really too difficult. I just need to kind of make that commitment. Last summer I was really getting loads of videos on. I was doing 3 videos a week and it was going really well, and the channel was building up more. I was getting more subscribers, I was getting more and more views, and then September I was just really poorly, and then I was poorly for like 3 months, and then it's just been so hard to get back into it, to get back into that rhythm. So I'm gonna try and be sensible about it and just do 1 video a week on each channel. So that's what I'm going to try and do going forward. And I think that'll be better as well, because I am at some point going to go for the operation. I'm just waiting for, I'm on a waiting list to get surgery, to get a hysterectomy, and then I'll probably be poorly again for a while after that. So I don't really want to start like getting into the rhythm of 3 videos a week again, for it to all just go pear-shaped again. So if I'm just sensible about it and do 1 video a week, then I might get ahead and get some videos built up. So if I'm not well for a few weeks after the operation, the videos will already be made. So that's kind of my plan. So now I am going to add more and more paint onto the little cherry blossom trees. So I'm just kind of adding all these blobs of different coloured pinks, and just trying to build up something that looks like cherry blossom. It's a bit of a mess, but you've just got to practice, haven't you? So I'm now just using some Copica crayon markers, and I'm adding just some little decorative flowers, so just lots of little shapes. I'm starting with white, and then I'm going to go over the top with different colours, and hopefully this will just finish it off. I think I'll put a few little white streaks in the water as well. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. We'll get the tape off. See what it looks like. So there we go, that's it finished. I won't pretend I enjoyed it, because I absolutely did not enjoy that at all. I just really struggled with that. I'm really struggling at the moment just doing artwork in general. I'm trying to really force myself to get things done and record it, and I think it's harder when you're recording it as well for YouTube. So there we go, that's the finished piece. I'm not sure if Neocolor II are really any good for detailed work, or maybe I just need a lot more practice with them. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks very much for watching.